Hey everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. You know, we talk about collector cars sometimes, and that's always the opinion of people. But here's what I say a collector car is: low production, fast, good looking, and just a wonderful kind of cool car that you don't see everywhere. And I think this is exactly what we're talking about here. We've been watching the Cobras go up in value recently, which is a good sign. It's one of those things like we all kick ourselves for not getting the GT 500 KR in 1968 or the Buick GNX or, right? These cars here, exactly the same things kind of happen. Listen, production figure real quick, if you don't mind, I'm going to read this. This is 2711 of 6,900 built. When you're built almost 100,000 Mustangs, right? We're talking about a 6% build number. That's really low. How many are left? Figure half are gone, right? Half are gone for attrition and things like that. So that's not a lot here. Lastly, this car drives, handles, and moves like not a regular car. This has a full suspension upgrade, wheel and tire upgrade. The sound and power, receipts, all that good stuff make it just a fabulous, fabulous car. Let's take a minute. We're going to walk around and have some fun checking it out. All right, so what do you get when you get the Cobra, right? Why this over a regular Mustang? Well, first off, I think that right away you can see some of the front and rear fascias, hood things, stuff like that going on. Automatically says that. See some bigger brakes poking out through there. This Rio red paint is great because it's red and tan, which is kind of nice. You see so much red and black. Ferraris are always red and tan because the combination looks so good. And as you look through the window of this car, that's exactly what happens here. Come on up here. I like to do the paint test. Maybe right here. It's hard to do sometimes when you don't late in the day when we don't have a lot of light, but we got a nice little view there of how nice and shiny this paint is and how it looks. Maybe you want to go to a car show, something like that. It looks super, super nice pulling up there. All right, so come check this out. 4.6 liter. It's been rebuilt. It's been upgraded. It's got more power. It sounds better. It moves better. Whew. Let's talk about all the stuff you're getting. Look at the size of these big aluminum heads, right? This aluminum block in here. This engine is ginormous. Look at it compared to like a regular Mustang engine. Crazy. Suspension upgrades. You can see those pieces that are there. Heavy duty cooling, fresh battery, right? Nicely painted and detailed under here. If you want to go to a car show or something like that, I think you'd really enjoy showing it off, especially this because there's not many people get to see a Cobra engine. A lot of times you'll see people take these engines and put them into street rods and things like that because they make great power, they make a great sound, and they're really, really good. Lastly, what I like to point out sometimes is when you're buying a car like this, you want to know whether it's been in an accident or not, right? You know what, Tone? That's good. I didn't even think about that. Okay, great. So here are some of the factors that I see and things that show me that this has original panels on it and they haven't been replaced, which is a good sign, right? The original stickers are here on the fenders that have the VIN number on it. The original decals are here, which you can't buy anymore, showing the routing, emissions, belt routing, stuff like that. And the original decals are here as well. All that stuff's still original. If this car is in a big crash or damage or something like that, they would replace the fenders or the hood or something like that, and those wouldn't be there. So I just like to point that stuff out. Those are little detail stuff that some cars may be better than others, and that's exactly what we have here. All right, so how do I know that this car might be a little more performance than, say, a regular Mustang? Unfortunately, they're going to know right away with a giant Cobra call out there, SVT emblem. You could probably do something to get rid of that, but you might want to know what that sounds. The exhaust in here, this is an upgraded exhaust. You can see how big the tips are there. And it's functional. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that inside here, soft bags, luggage, pick the kids up from soccer, throw the soccer stuff in there as well. Pick them up from school. Like this is like, I don't want to say it's a race car, like because race cars usually don't have air conditioning and all that good stuff like this car does, but it's a performance car that doubles duty as something cool to pick everybody up in and a great sound and an old school look that people are really, really starting to like. All right, so you're walking up to your cool car. You realize, man, this looks great. The upgraded rims, the big brakes hanging out of there. It's performance, 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 right? But that's not really where you're going to spend most of your time. You're going to spend it inside here. And when we get inside, I want to talk about a cool couple things that may or may not have been noticed by you. All right, so while this odometer is showing miles on it, most of the car is not. Why? Because this interior is all brand new. New seat covers, door panels, carpets, mats. New shifter, that short throw. Look, check this out. Look how short that is. Click, 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 click. And then you got luxury stuff like power windows, power locks, air conditioning. The SVT cars get the white face gauges as well. 8,000 RPM tach, 160 mile an hour speedometer, right? And a full array of gauges as well. And then you also got a back seat, like a real back seat where like people could go. A couple and you could go to dinner in this car. You could take the kids out someplace, whatever. And it makes that whole experience really great. It's just a wonderful, wonderful car to enjoy. That's not ridiculously expensive, is why I get excited about it. And it has upgraded audio as well. Super, super nice inside. All right, so the odometer might show 100,000 miles on this car, but really there's nothing left on this car that has 100,000 miles anymore, right? It has a full upgraded suspension, has a freshly rebuilt engine and clutch and things like that. This has upgraded conies. This has wheels and tires. It has an all-new interior. It has a digital sound system, on and on and on. And it's a high-performance car, probably in the lowest and least expensive that I've ever seen anything that's this fast, sounds this good, and goes this well. You need to find a way to get it in your garage. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this cool Mustang Cobra. If you don't mind, hit the like button down below. Helps get our message out. Share it with your friends. They might like to see some of what we have going on as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We got new stuff coming out all the time, and I'll see you on the test drive.